I wanted to do something that I'm passionate about, something that I have interest in. And so then I remember then people were telling me, do lashes. Cee-C, when you're in the house, you're always wearing lashes. When you wake up in the morning, first thing you think about is lashes. And I'm like, yeah, cool. I know people are going to buy. Should I do lashes? But then what is that thing that I'm bringing new to the lashes market? Nothing. I mean, people have, I think it's the same thing. Yeah, different styles, but same thing. So if I can't bring something new to the market, then I'm not interested. And then people brought up, I think, yeah, Cee-C, you're a fashionista. Or yeah, give them, you know, you're helping people to sell their clothes. Do yours. You know how much you make in a month. I'm like, yeah, actually, I know I look good in clothes, but I don't think I'm passionate about all of that. And to be honest, I'm not trying to make so much money, just money. I mean, I like money, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't all about money for me. I wanted to do something that was exacting to me and all of that. I had it somewhere in my head that, okay, fine, business, that's the next thing to do. So yeah, because I am mesomorph, so I add weight easily. That's the funny thing, I add weight and I lose weight very easily too. So I need to go back to the gym, and I had to get new sportswear, you know. And I walked into a very, I think that's like the biggest thing, Lekki. It's very pronounced. And I walked in there and I was very disappointed, to be honest. I spent so much money, like so much money, but I didn't like the fabric. I didn't like the quality of what I bought. So I got home and I was thinking that, you know, I can't wear these things because me, I'm very, you know, careful about what I wear, and I'm very picky and selective. And I'm like, you know, I'm going to go to Puma store actually. And I noticed that they have like very nice quality. This is what I'm looking for. But unfortunately, it was too expensive. Before you buy a complete gym wear, you must have spent maybe close to 30, 40, 50,000. I'm like, how many did I want to buy? Do you get? So I'm like, someone should do something about this. Nobody's doing something about it. You know, it's not everybody that wants to go online and be shopping and waiting for weeks to get, you know, products and all of that. So when I was talking about it, I'm like, you're talking about someone. What about you? The good thing is you can never ever do without working out because of the kind of body you have. So it's going to be easy for you, you know, and then you like fitness, to be honest. So I'm like, you know what? I want to do this, but let me talk to people and see how they can help me. Because for me, it was a very big dream. I didn't see me being able to do it by myself. And I spoke to people and they were like, yeah, sure, correct, you know. We're here for you and all of that. So I started with Illustrator, you know, making designs, you know, stuff like that. And then we started, it was exciting. And all of a sudden, the people that actually were there for me, they were no longer there because they said I was too stubborn. This stubbornness was just from a place of do it this way. And I'm like, excellence. God gave me the vision, do you get? And you can't tell me what is inside, what has been given to me. So I'm like, I don't want to do it this way, because the way you're telling me to do it, then it's going to be all about making money. For example, you want me to get my products from this country. I don't believe in the quality of fabric that they have, you know. So, but then like, oh, I will leave you. Stop. And I'm like, well, if you want to go, go. And trust me, man, they left. I haven't actually gone deep into this whole thing. Maybe it's time to just leave it and focus on the one I know I'm doing very well, which is being a brand influencer. At least money is coming, so it's even less stressful, I think, because all you have to do is show up, you know, and all of that. But then I was like, if I do that, then 5 years from now, I'll blame myself, I'll hate myself, and I don't want to ever feel that way. I hate regrets, actually. So I'm like, you know what? With the little you have, start from somewhere, you know, just start. You already have the numbers, you already have the audience. Start somewhere. It doesn't matter. Even if you make a lot of mistakes now, it's better than not starting. So I started. My fan base, they're called Spartans. I'm like, it's cool. I mean, I want to name something after people who have actually done so much, sacrificed so much for me. And the names were coming up. I was hearing Sparta feet. I was hearing C feet. This one feet. I was like, these are cool names because my fan base, they're called Spartans. I'm like, it's cool. I mean, I want to name something after people who have actually done so much, sacrificed so much for me. But looking at long term, you don't want to You just don't want to produce something for just your fan base. So I'm like, I don't want to also call it C-Fit, CeeC something, you know, because that's too, so people don't like you. And because of that, they may not buy your product, and you don't want that. So I want it to be something that you may not like me as a person, but you believe in what I have to sell. So I'm like, no, I don't want to call my brand any of all of this. And then, luckily for me, from somewhere, nowhere, I thought about the name Cegar, actually, Cegar. So I called my brother and I was like, what do you think about this name, Cegar? He was like, oh yeah, cool. And he was like, okay, let's think about it for a second. I'm like, okay, let's think about it. And I'm like, okay, you know how people see you and they say your spirit animal must be a lion, a tiger? I'm like, yeah, of course. And he's like, okay, so tiger, that's Tiger, and then there's CeeC, so called the Cegar. You need a lot of resources to be able to get there, because that's one of the challenges that I mean, we face in startups right now, because when you start something as big as that, you hope that maybe people will believe in your vision and want to support and be part of it. And again, because of how I came into the industry, some people still don't believe that we deserve anything. They're like, okay, who are they? They just wanted to be better. 3 months, it came out, boom, and they want to. So yeah, those are the kind of challenges that we face. But regardless, we are resilient. We're not giving up.
Yeah.
I think it's a market that is yet to be tapped into, to be honest, and it's actually a very big one. Why? Because if you notice, Nigerians are becoming more health, fitness conscious. Like, everybody wants to get their body right. It has a lot to do with the mental health. So, and because of that, I feel like, yes, it's very profitable in Nigeria. Every shape, sizes, but the thing is, we cannot just provide, for now, we can't just release a season or a collection and call it just for plus size. We're not that big enough. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But definitely at some point we'll just probably do something strictly for plus sizes. But if you notice, some of our designs are like crop top and high waist trouser. Those are for people that want to show off their body. You still see the ones that are covered. So if you're not comfortable, because I noticed that plus sizes people, they are not really comfortable showing skin, so we provided for different sizes. One of the biggest challenges that I faced when I started, because the thing is, people always want to do the quick one, the fast one. They just want to get it done. But me, I'm a perfectionist, and also I try to put myself into people's shoes. I'm like, if I can't wear this, nobody should wear it. Do you get? And I'm also very particular, and I'm very careful about my name. I don't want to put my name on anything that doesn't scream quality. And again, long-term plan, quality is my long-term plan, to be honest. So when I was trying to source for the fabric, of course I had options of using just the random most available, but I remember so many times I had to cancel. No, I don't want it. I spent a lot of money. No, because of course you get samples first. So yeah, we did all of that until we found the best fabric that we wanted to use. Because when we started, of course, we were just women, and that's because we wanted to test the waters, wanted to test the market, and be sure that this is even something that we want to go into in the first place. But people started taking it wrongly. They felt like, okay, no, Cegar, we just provide for women. No, that's not what we're trying to do. We just have to start from somewhere. So at some point, I wasn't even so ready for the season 2. Funny, we were not ready, but we're beginning to have this identity that we didn't want, which is, Cegar. When it comes to female workout outfit, go to Cegar. Men, I don't know where else. Do you get? So I'm like, no, that's not true. I felt like I needed to actually change that perception, So that was what inspired the male collection. We had to start, putting a few designs out there. I met Mawuli for the first time on set. So we're about to release Cegar season 2. We're thinking about who's the guy. Names came, this person. I'm like, well, this person is great, but I need someone that screams African man. So I want people that when you think about, you understand what the brand represents. I mean, that name just came, Mawuli, and I was like, hey, Mawuli. I mean, why not names that I know, like we're friends, we're G's, we're paddies, and all of that. Initially I was like, no, beg, I'm not going to even say anything to him. I cannot, because me, I like minding my business. But then I reached out to him and his response was amazing. He was excited. And to be honest, Mawuli was the best choice. I mean, he made everything easy. Because I have this type of body, which is mesomorph, I add weight and I lose weight easily. So I already know my body type. So I know what it takes to be fit. And of course, it's all about workout and also learn how to diet from time to time. So for me, when it comes to workout, for people like me, I don't want to be slim. I'm not trying to be thin. I like being thick. So for someone like me, I stay away from cardio. I don't do normal cardio. I stay away from all those treadmill. I do more of heat, high intensity cardio. That's what I do. And I lift heavy. Like when I go to when I'm squatting, I try to go from 30 kg upwards. That's because if I do a lot of cardio, I burn my muscles, so I get lean. And when I get lean everywhere. Yeah. So yeah, I do heat most of the time. Skincare, well, because of the lifestyle, I wouldn't say every morning I wake up I apply this, I apply that before I go to bed. Nah, that's lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I use Delta soap actually. I use Delta soap, and what else? I just careful. Sometimes I take a break from makeup. Every time I wear makeup, sometimes I'm like, no, I'm not going for this event because I can't wear makeup this period, because I know when to allow my skin to breathe and all of that. All my life, I've actually been seen as someone who is intimidating. Regardless of CeeC or no CeeC, I think it has to do with my aura. Like, so when you meet me, it's like, okay, this one, it feels like she has all her, her shit together, but not true. So I don't think anything has changed in that regard. No, I don't think anything has changed. I've learned from social media to keep my love life private. So please, I beg, I don't want to put it out there. Yeah. I feel like Nigeria is what they are all about. Is once you do like a music video or you act in a movie, they say, this people, they are dating. But to be honest, we never dated. We never did. Have you seen me on set when I'm shooting for Cegar? I'm the one telling the model, this is how you pose. Do you get? So I'm involved 100%. Now I think athleisure, I think that's what I want to do. I'm not so sure, who knows, never say never anyway, but for now and for a long time, I think it's just going to be strictly athleisure. That's what it's going to be. In the next few months, I'll be off to film school. Finally, I've always wanted to become a filmmaker. Also, I feel like we all need to understand that success is not about what you have, it's who you are. So that's why every day I try to become better. It's very easy when you're in my position to seek after the flashy, the exciting, the adventurous, lifestyle. Of course, it's good to fly first class. It's good to wear the swanky clothes. It's okay to, want to live the life. But to be honest, the world doesn't need more people who are going to show them how to live their life. The world needs you, your heart, your mind, your hands. It needs your will, your imagination. It needs people who can actually make difference. So every day what I'm thinking about is, how am I going to make a difference? How am I going to put all of this into use? My knowledge, my wisdom, my age, my resiliency, my determination, my unwavering gift. So that's all I think about. There's nothing you want to do that nobody has done before. The only difference is how you do it. I found inspiration from brands like Puma, Adidas. I looked at how they do things, even how they started. And again, some of these celebrities have actually been amazing. People like Toke Makinwa. She's actually an amazing person, I won't lie. Because there was a time, she sent me a picture, funny enough, I don't know where, from nowhere. And it was about some guy. I wish I could check the name. So the guy was talking about how 30 years ago he was just some random guy, but now he's Forbes or something, like a creative designer or something. So that, I can't remember exactly how he went, but that day, that was what I needed to, I needed to keep pushing. And so I feel like you have to have the right people around you, people who can pick you up, dust you, set you straight, people who are going to stand by you, people who, will tell you the truth, and always, encourage you, and all that. You need people like that, to be honest. You can do it alone. You can't do it alone. So yeah, and also I find inspiration from videos I watch on YouTube, like there's a Washington, Oprah Winfrey. I watch these people and I hear them, and you just know that they started from almost nowhere and look at where they are now. So yeah, it kind of gingers you, refuels you, just find strength and energy from somewhere and then just keep pushing.